Hi guys! Good news is that finally I can film my Super Junior collection video. So if you are new here, then I have a pretty big Super Junior collection and I do yearly updates, which also includes new older albums, but mainly the new stuff they release because they can get crazy. And people usually don't imagine them having this much stuff before they watch my videos, and then they are pretty shocked, so I guess it's kind of fun. It's not that fun to put all the albums to a certain place and then just make a video and then put them all back. It takes some time, so I'm trying a new format and we'll see how this works out. So when did I start collecting? I started collecting late 2011, so basically I ordered my first Suju album in December, so it's mainly 2012. None of these are for sale and I got the rare albums, but if they are newer rare albums after I started collecting, then clearly I got them when they were released. If they are older, then well, basically I waited and I literally searched eBay every single day, and I did get some stuff from Yahoo Japan Auctions as well. I'm pretty sure all of them I have unboxings up, and in every description it's listed where I got the item from. But clearly if it's something rare, then the seller might have only had one. Let's get this started. The first step is of course basic Korean discography. Super Junior Twins, which has two covers. I also have the cassette tape version. I have this Thai edition, which includes a DVD as well, and it's kind of confusing because the concept is from the Taiwanese version, so it's kind of strange because this is Thai, so yeah, but the album is Twins, so it belongs there, part of that collection. First single album, Korean edition. I also have the Taiwanese Asia Special kind of edition with the DVD. And to the second album, I have the regular A version with Donghae set on the front cover, because I don't have 13 extra copies of this because SM likes to not reprint their stuff. I also have the cassette tape version of this one as well. I have the CD plus DVD repackaged version and the regular CD only repackaged version. I also have the digital disc version of this, which is such a pretty album actually. Recently I found the promo CD version of it, and since this is my favorite Suju album ranking is up on my channel, I ended up getting this because I couldn't resist the cheap price. This was up on eBay. I also have the CD only version of the Japanese version of this album, so I still need the CD plus DVD one, but I have this one at least. Onto the third album, I have Sorry Sorry A version, Sorry Sorry B version, and the C version repackage. Also have this kind of D version kind of thingy. It's actually the Taiwanese special edition with a DVD, as well as the Japanese press version of this album. Sangmin legs everywhere. As for Bonamana A, fourth album, I have both covers. So here's one of the covers and here's the other cover, but actually it's the back cover of the other one. So they are not really that different. They are just different enough for me to have both. Bonamana version B, Bonamana repackage, the Taiwanese CD plus DVD version, which is a jewel case in a slipcase. For Japanese presses, I have the A version. Sometimes they go crazy with these and how many versions, and then with the glorious crack from Yes Asia, here's the B version, Japanese version. And the repackage also has a Japanese version. For the fifth album, Mr. Simple, there was a thing that SM decided to do, and that was member covers. And of course I have them all. I have Itiks, Hichos, Yesangs, Shindongs, Sangmins, Enyaks, Donghaes, Shibons, Ryoks, and Kihens, of course. Mr. Simple B version, repackage Acha. For the sixth album, Sexy Free and Single A version, SM decided to go nuts once again. And I am the person I am. I decided that, well, I can get all of them, right? And, you know, at least with Mr. Simple, the covers were different. But now, here are only the colors different. So here is the white version, which I try to consider as my main copy, as this was the first and also my favorite copy. So let's see the other colors. The colors go as, this is a certain order that I like to keep on my shelves. This is the silver one, then glossy red, blue, orange, glossy gold, matte red, matte gold, black, and glossy orange or brown. They were named orange and brown, but they are basically the same kind of thing, just the difference is basically the same as matte and glossy for these two. So yeah, I like to call this glossy orange. So I have all 10 colors. Sexy Free and Single B version. SFS repackage Spy. I actually really like this packaging, I don't know. Then, the seventh album, Mamacita, also known as Ayaya. I have two of this. Why do I have two of this? If you were around that time, this actually had a misprint on the Korean part. So the first one is the misprint one and this is regular one, so I have both. And that's basically just a tiny little difference on the back. The Korean title, this says Yayaya instead of Ayaya, and this actually says Ayaya as it's supposed to say. Very tiny detail, I have both, just in case. Mamacita version B. The repackage, This Is Love. Here's the Donkey version, which I keep as a regular copy. And I also have the Taiwanese version, which comes with a DVD, so that's why I kept the sleeve of it, because it's just a separate slipcase in there. Actually, the color of the letters are a tiny bit brighter, so yay for a difference, I guess, tiny little detail. Onto my other copies of This Is Love, because obviously I have all of them. For T, there is Etix, H is for Joke, I is for Kangen. I also have another copy of Dunkes. Then the other I is for Hicho, Hibon. The other S is for Shiwon. The L is for Sungmin. The O is for Shindang, also known as the best. V is for Kyuhyun. E is for Inyak. Have Davil, the special album for the 10th anniversary. And the repackage Magic. Very boring, but it's still kind of pretty in life. And also have Kino version. It's annoying and I much prefer when the tiny one is a tape and not this thing. Then onto the 8th album, Play. Here's the black suit version. And of course I also have the Picharon version. And these copies, well, this one doesn't come with a CD plate, but this one does. So I have Donkey CD plate in the main copy. As for the Play CD plates, here is Etix, Hichos, Yesangs, Shindangs, Enyaks, the other Donkey, and Shivans. Of course, have the B version kind of thingy, Pose, which looks gorgeous, also it's awkward to store, but it is very pretty. So the repackage had to have a special edition, also known as My Pain. But it has a beautiful photo book, so, and I kind of like that whole thing with the packaging and like nice box. But it also has a regular edition of the package, which is almost the same thing. And I have Donkey's CD plate in here as well as my regular copy CD plate. As for the replay CD plates, here's Etix, Hichos, Yesangs, Chindangs, Inyaks, Donkey's, the other one, and Shivans, of course. And because SM is nuts, they also have a Kino version of this, which hopefully I'll be getting a second copy soon. Then next on to the Japanese releases by the full group. First pre-single, U-Twins, CD-only version is actually a Mumo version. The CD plus DVD version is the more available version. Then, from the first premium event in Japan, they had an event version, which is a CD-DVD version, obviously. There are two jewel cases inside. Then the next pre-single, Marry You. Here's the CD-only version. The CD plus DVD version. Then the backs are the covers. Ugh, I hate that so much. Then they also had a Mumo version, which is less available, I guess. Had a pretty back though. For the first actual Japan single, they have Bijin, which is Bonamana Japanese CD only version. Again, the back is the cover, I hate it. For the CD plus DVD, same thing. Ugh. They had a Mumo version, which has this CD, and the Sunkas version as well, which I still need the photo book for. Pain of my life. For the third Japan single, there is Mr. Simple CD only version. Here's the regular version of the CD plus DVD version of Mr. Simple Japan single. Mr. Simple CD plus DVD version. I have Donkey's random card in here. From the Super Show 4 in Osaka tour, there is a tour version, which is just a slipcase with the CD. And there was also a special box at the concert, so it contained another version of the single, which is here. Kind of considered as Mumo version again. The next single was Opera. Here is the regular CD only version. I don't know why I showed that first. Logic tells me to show this first, but this came out actually later. And here's the CD plus DVD version as well, which is a regular version on release. And there are limited versions for the CD only version, and those are member versions with puzzle pieces. So here's Etix, Yesangs, Shindangs, Sangmins, Inyaks, Donghas, Shirans, Yokes, and Kikans. It also had an AF Japan version. First time ever. So much pain to come. Of course, they had a Super Show 4 in Tokyo as well. So here is that version of the single. Seriously, these concert versions are always just like, really? Why this as well? Sexy Free and Single Japan single, the fourth Japan single, CD only version. Again, this is strange and came out later. Then the actual regular version, the CD plus DVD version. Sexy Free and Single Japan singles, CD only version. AF Japan version. And they had a fan event in Japan that time, so of course there's a cardboard version, so it's not a concert but an event version. Again, like, yeah, kind of strange. I just got used to these and I just expect them. First Japan full album, Hero, CD only version. This is actually regular this time and not just later. But CD plus DVD was a later thing, but this is actually the Korean version, so again, very confusing, but it comes in a more normal jewel case packaging. Hero, CD plus DVD, or well, 2 CDs plus DVD version. AF Japan version of Hero. Guess what? They had another concert. It was Super Show 5 in Tokyo, and it is a playing card, music card set. So basically it's a playing card set which included a music card, and you can download the album, so digitally. So it physically doesn't contain the album, but it also came with random joker cards of the members, and it's from the concert, and it's technically the album. So fifth Japan single, Bluebird, CD only version. CD plus DVD version. AF Japan version. Sixth Japan single, Mamacita Japanese version, CD only. And Mamacita, CD plus DVD version. AF Japan version. And it also came with a bonus DVD, so these two are together. Then seventh Japan single, Devil and Magic, CD only version. CD plus DVD version, and that's when the slipcase craze started. I guess it started with Diani, still hate it nonetheless. The AF Japan version of Devil and Magic. And guess what? They had an event, and it is Super Camp in Japan, and here's the slipcase version, or event version. First time ever they did a special AF Japan only single, so basically what it means that even the regular versions are AF Japan specific, so it is again a weird kind of strange thing. And that is On and On, CD only version, which is the silver one. The gold one is the CD plus DVD version, slipcases, ugh. And the more special version, which is like a suitcase, and it is quite cute. Doesn't come with that much for the price, but again, it's quite special, I guess. So that was it for Japanese releases for the group. Sorry for the shadow, but well, I should have filmed this hours earlier, not now, but whatever. So, next on to subunit stuff. They are organized by debut order, first Korean releases, then Japanese releases. Same kind of thing, just group and then group, group, or more like unit, unit, unit. First off, KRY. I have their Hyena OST, which is their first ever release, and I got the Taiwan version because it actually has them on the cover instead of the drama cover, so that's why I got this. Promise You, I have the CD only version, the CD plus DVD version, and the AV Japan version. Join Hands, I have the CD only version, CD plus DVD version, with the slipcase again, ugh, and the AV Japan version. The next subunit is Suju T, first single Rococo, the Taiwanese special version with the DVD, then the Japanese single version Rock and Go, CD only version, and the CD plus DVD version. And again, they had an event version because why not? The next subunit actually has more stuff, so they are a bit more exciting. And that is Suju M. I miss them. Their debut full album Me, the Taiwanese special version with the DVD and the slipcase. Then there's a promo CD version of the single Me. First mini album Supergirl, Korean version. Japanese CD only version. Japanese CD plus DVD version with the other concept. Second mini album Perfection, CD only, well, Korean version, CD only version. And the repackage was a CD plus DVD version. Random repackage of a mini album, makes no sense. Japanese CD only version, Japanese CD plus DVD version. They had an OST and it's a pretty big part of Suju M, so I usually keep this OST here. The Skip Beat OST, this is the challenge version, which is a CD only version. Then there's the Spandler version, and here's the deluxe version with the DVD. Second full album Breakdown, Korean version. Third mini album Swing, again just a Korean version. Then the next subunit is Suju Happy. Their only mini album, Cooking Cooking, Korean version. The Taiwanese CD plus DVD version with a slipcase. And their Victory Korea OST. It's kind of not really OST, I don't know, it's kind of confusing. So it's like the happy members minus Kangin, so it's a happy thing, don't question it. Then the last subunit, which is like the majority of this section. Because SM likes money, and well, they like to work together, so they are not complaining. The Korean albums include The Beat Goes On normal version for DNE. I'm glad to do this before the next release. And there's the special version of The Beat Goes On. They started a Japanese career, but the whole thing started off with the Dotta Oppa single released digitally, and this is a promo version for it, and I keep it with the Japanese releases, but obviously logical, language and chronological order, it should be before The Beat Goes On. Then the Japanese release, CD only version, CD plus DVD version, AV Japan version, second single I Wanna Dance, CD only version, the CD plus DVD version, which is packaging I absolutely hate, then the AV Japan version, first Japan full album Ride Me, CD only version, the second press of CD plus DVD version, because the first press came with a slipcase, so here's that. Oh yeah, right, they have pretty nice backs, so, but like occasionally I forget, so here's the AV Japan version, which also came with a slipcase. So both of them are there. And it also had the AV Japan DVD extra. Third Japan single, Skeleton, CD only version. CD plus DVD version. AV Japan version, which had an extra photobook. Then first Japan mini album Present, CD only version. I just love this concept, and here was a special slipcase for the CD only version from an event or concert, and there is it on another version of CD only, like, you know, again the same thing. So they are not loose at all, the extra slipcases, but the ones that actually come with the albums, those are always loose, so they're annoying. They just can't do these right. As I said, I love this concept so much. Here's the CD plus DVD version, which is a digipack, AV Japan version, and there is the concert version of it. I guess, fourth Japan single, Let's Get It On, CD only version. Suddenly decided to do horizontal covers. CD plus DVD version, again, loose slipcase because it came with it like that and not an extra. Japan version, they are nice, which came with an extra DVD. And their latest thing, I mean, technically it came out the day I'm filming this, but obviously Post has to get the CDs to me. For now, the latest release is a music card thingy for the single Lose It. Yeah, one of the many digital singles, and they have these little cup figures, which are kind of cute, but I don't know how much they look like them. I mean, they do, and they also don't, so... And they are like Opa themed, I guess. They're kind of weird. Just like, there's this thing, and it came with one of 3 random music cards, so I have one of them. Excited for the new releases! I didn't dare to listen to the album yet, the Japanese one, and of course still like a week until the Korean one comes out. My wallet is crying, but it's okay, they are finally back. Next on to the solo releases again. They are in age order, and first Korean releases, then Japan releases if they have. Well, Hicho doesn't exactly have a solo, but he's the only one singing, so MND is kinda his solo. And this is the promo CD for Close Your Mouth, the 2011 single. And they suddenly released a mini album years later, Cottage Industry. Then a second one, Goodie Bag. For Hangang, I have his first album, Gangshin Special Edition. Hangang also has a Japanese version of his first album, Gangshin, so there's that. I have this version of his second album, Hope in the Darkness, which is the CD plus DVD version. Now on TSM. Here I Am, the first mini album. Here I Am LP version for the first mini album. Spring Falling, the second mini album, regular edition. And the limited edition, which is almost the same thing, except it has a very strange spine, or more like there is no spine. First Japan single, Let Me Kiss, CD only version. CD plus DVD version, odd packagings for no reason. Let Me Kiss, Japan version, again strange packaging. Second Japan single, Splash, CD only version. CD plus DVD version. And the Japan version. At least this one has an actually pretty cover. Then next is Chomi, his first mini album, Rewind. Then second mini album, What's Your Number? Then Ryoki's single, The Little Prince, which is absolutely gorgeous. I just love this whole theme and everything. He's the Little Prince. Ryok also had an LP version for The Little Prince. Now the person who is the most pain to collect because he has the most stuff. First mini album of Kyuhyun, Ed Kwangfamun. Second mini album, Fall Once Again. And Kyuhyun's second mini album, Fall Once Again, got also an LP version. Third mini album, Waiting Still. Then the Goodbye single, Goodbye for Now. For Japanese releases, first single, Celebration, CD only version. CD plus DVD version. Japan version. First Japan album, One Voice, CD only version. CD plus DVD A version. CD plus DVD B version. Here's the Japan version. And then the Goodbye single for Japan, The Day We Meet Again. It's so pretty and it's like an envelope and it's really cute. Then Actual Magne. Henry Strapp, his first mini album. Fantastic, the second mini album. Fantastic Japan single, CD only version. And here's the CD plus DVD version. The next part is Super Show live CDs or things related to them. Here's the Super Show 1 live CD. Back as the cover because no reason. Super Show 2 live CD. Super Show 3 live CD. Super Junior Japan mini album special edition related to Super Show 3 in Japan. CD only version. Same thing in CD plus DVD version. Then here is the concert edition of the Japan limited special edition. It's just really titled that, it's kind of confusing. Super Show 4 live CD. Super Show 5 and 6 live CD. Super Show 4 in Japan, of Japan Limited disc. Super Show 5 in Japan, of Japan Limited disc. Super Show 6 in Japan, of Japan Limited disc. DNE second tour present, of Japan Limited disc. Next up is DVDs, and they are all in chronological order, so technically not release date, but I try to organize them by as they happened. So they are mainly concert obviously, but sometimes variety shows also got some releases, so those as well. I have a very big DVD collection. Okay, so just to start off, this is the OST CD for their movie Attack on the Peanut Boys. Then the movie is on this video CD version, on the limited DVD version, on the Ultimate Edition of the DVD again. I also have the Taiwanese version. It came with this notebook. Their first ever Super Show concert on DVD. First premium event in Japan DVD. Super Show 2 Korean DVD. Then Premium Live in Japan, which is a smaller staged Super Show 2 in Japan, basically. Then The Miracle of Super Junior DVDs, Box 1 and Box 2. Then an unofficial version of KRY's first concert in Japan, because this was never released, so this is the only way you can get the concert. Super Show 3 in Korea, one of my first things to ever get. Super Show 3 in Japan DVD. Super Show 4 in Korea. Then for Japan, they have this giant 5 DVD version of the Tokyo and Osaka concert as well. The only time that they released both, and it's actually pretty cool. Although the Tokyo one is not a complete concert, at least for the songs that are, like, Mr. Simple is not on it twice, I believe, but like many of the stages are there as well, so it's pretty cool. Of course, it had a Blu-ray version as well, which is pretty cute. I'm glad to own this as well. All About Super Junior Treasure Within Us DVD set. She's one of the best things to own ever. Then a fan club event in Yokohama 2012. This is an Elf Japan release. Then KRY's second concert, which was a winter concert, is also only on an illegal release. Super Show 5 in Korea. Super Show 5 in Japan regular DVD edition. The only time when I actually have all 3 versions, so frustrating. Here's the limited DVD version of Super Show 5 in Japan, and also the limited Blu-ray version, so at least I have all of this one concert. Elf Japan Festival 2013 Elf Japan DVD. DNE's first tour in Japan, limited DVD version. And I actually also have the limited Blu-ray version, which I'm very happy about because at least one less Blu-ray. So basically I have 3 of the Blu-rays, it's not that bad. Then Super Junior M's Guest House, Japanese release of the variety show, but like there's no point in watching this if you don't speak Japanese, because obviously there is only Japanese subs on this. Super Show 6 in Korea. Of course, there is the Japanese one, and it's the limited DVD version, which I have. DNE second Japan tour present, limited DVD version. It's pretty, so pretty. KRY's, it's not their first tour, but sometimes they count it as first. It's their phonograph tour, limited DVD version. They went to Korea after this. I always have the Korean version before the Japanese version, but the Japan tour happened before, and then they went to Korea to perform. So chronologically only after it, basically Asia tour, phonograph in Seoul. Then Super Camp in Tokyo, Elf Japan DVD, and they missed one. There is no DVD for the 2015 event, and I hate that. Then the latest Japan release, Super Sports Day, which was right before their Korean comeback. This is the DVD version, again fan club DVD. And we started with fan club Blu-rays. Oh, can't wait! So there's the Blu-ray version. That was it for concerts and other kind of DVDs. Now on to Photobooks. First start with the Super Show ones and the rest in chronological order, pretty much. I try my best. So here's first the Super Show 3 photobook. Here's the Super Show 4 photobook. The Super Show 5 photobook, which is the last one, and I hate that. It just doesn't work out, okay? When you start to do this, then you continue as some. The rest of the photobooks. Boise City 1, so Boise City in Kuala Lumpur. I believe this can be counted as the next one. The first premium event in Japan, Photobook. It's very limited. I had no idea it existed before I saw it and I bought it basically, so. Then here is Boys in City 2, Tokyo. Ooh. Then Boys in City 3, Hong Kong, the heavy one. Premium Live in Japan also had a photobook, and this was actually a pick your own photos photobook, so it's one of a kind. And it has photos of all the members. I managed to get one like that. The person who bought it back then thought of all the members, and that's really nice. I also have the Skip Beat photobook for the drama. The book about Hichol in the army. Then, the heavy ones. Boys in City 4. Boys in City in Paris. This is the normal edition. Postcard book at the back. And here is Boys in City 4. The limited edition. It is huge, and I have this since it was released. All About Super Junior Treasure Within Us DVD preview photobook. So this is for the DVD. Then Experience Korea photobooks. Here is number 1 and number 2, and I have extra postcard book as well. Chomi's Type Perfect History book. The Hawaii photobooks. Here is Aloha, which is huge. It's beautiful. And here is Mahalo. D&E First Japan Tour photobook, which you could buy at one of the later stops at the concert. Guest House also had a Korean kind of photobook, kind of guest house release. I don't know, it's not that much of a photobook, it's also a tour book. It's pretty cool, it's cute. Then there is Swiss Diary, when Tiki went with Unhe to Switzerland, because they often go there, that's like their favorite place in Europe. Then Sweet of Day, the festival from 2015, the one that doesn't have a DVD release. It had a special photobook, like first fan club photobook. It's like a tiny little thing. Then KRY's Phonograph Tour also had the photobook release. And then lastly, he chose My Ramen Full Life. It's a Japanese book, so it's cute. The last part is, hopefully the last part, is bigger things and SM Town basically, or both, kinda, like SM Tortures Me kinda segment. So, first off, I have Ab Japan magazines. I have the first 8, so let's just not go through them. So yeah, obviously I'm missing the, I think there's like 5 more, not only 4 now, and it might be 6 soon, so like yeah, I'm behind, but it's kind of hard to get them either on their own or just like the perfect set for me. I mean, I would be fine if like 3 of them came together. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. I also have the official light stick, so obviously my light stick collection is like separate thing that didn't grow since then. I also have like a postcard collection and I don't know, many other things that are not even in this video. This is like CDs, DVDs, photobooks and other things that I can consider here, kind of things. The giant things. I have this Attack on the Peanut Boys making book. Still need the comic book, but it's fine for now to only have this. Then here's the Super Show 4 brochure that I got after years and it's so pretty. And here's the Super Show 5 brochure, which is just as big. Like, these are huge. Like, imagine you go to the concert, buy this, and then you have to sit through or like stand through the entire concert having this somewhere hidden around you. It's kind of annoying. SM, how did you... So, the Super Show 6 brochure is actually much smaller. Here are these little other things, Heart to Heart and Sweet Memories. Like, this is the English and this is the Japanese, their favorite songs. It's nothing, it has nothing to do with them besides the fact that they picked the songs, and that's it. On to SM Town. Show Me Your Love with Domashinki. 2006 summer, 2006 winter, 2007 Fragile, the summer one. The winter one is Only Love. Then the 09 one is, I keep forgetting the name, but it's with Domashinki and Shiny. Then the 2011 year had a winter one, and I got both the silver and the gold edition because why not, I guess. I guess the most important OST is To the Beautiful You OST. Well, because it like has also a bunch of other SM artists, like this is very SM, so everything about this in general, plus also like Suju is on it, so I like to consider this part of my Super Junior collection, but I didn't really decide what I'm gonna do with OSTs, because I have an OST which I bought because it's a good OST, but also Kihyun has a song on it. I didn't know what to do with OSTs yet. Then SM The Ballad Volume 1. And here's SM The Ballad Volume 2, Korean and Chinese versions. SM Town DVDs. I have the IM DVD Korean version, of course. I don't think I want the Japanese version, it's just I might get one version, but definitely not as I do all versions for Suju. SM Town Live, and this is the 2010 and the 2012 concerts in one package, so it's kind of strange. I wonder if the next one is gonna be like this as well, like a double concert. Like this came out like after like 6 years or something. SM is drunk. SM Town The Stage, the second movie thingy. Here's the Korean version. I also have the Japanese version, limited DVD version. And as I should have gotten that, here's the special slipcase for the Blu-ray one. So I should have gotten a blue slipcase for that too, but only got it for this. So obviously this is the one that I want to keep more. It's pretty unlikely that someone would sell only the slipcase for that on its own. And I also have the first SM Station season release, and it's huge. And they didn't do one for the second one, so I'm a bit confused. I guess this didn't do too well sales-wise, whatever. For some more SM Town stuff, again, brochures. I have the 2010 SM Town brochure, and this is for the Japanese version. I mean Japanese concert, I believe. And here is the third tour, which is the 2012 tours brochure. And here is the 2014's brochure, which is quite big. It's pretty. So I believe this was it for my Super Junior collection. I mean, I didn't show the chocolate or popcorn tin boxes or those kind of stuff, but I did before. And like I also have the diaries. Yeah, I got all the diaries that they released 2007, 2008 and 2012. Of course the 2013 one is in the limited edition of Boys in City 4, and that's basically it for all these years of collecting. And the preview for the new DNE Korean albums About You just came out today, and they are pretty. I mean, the complete preview, not just the covers. So yeah, excited for that. Style is already on its way, at least the normal versions. The F versions, they are not shipped yet, but like whatever. It's fine if they are not. I just don't want to get customs on them. That's my main concern. And yeah, I guess it's not July, but close enough. And finally the last CD plate arrived, so I could actually film this video. And I hope you enjoyed. Bye, thanks for watching.